Hey guys, how's it going? Today's video was originally going to be like a writing vlog of me re-outlining my NaNoWriMo project, Witch Mother, and instead today's video is just going to be a bit of a discussion, a rant, call it what you will. Long story short, I got Save the Cat Writes a Novel as a gift for Christmas and I've been reading through it. That's why I haven't really been writing any of December. At first it was just taking a little break after NaNoWriMo because I was a little bit burnt out. And then my mom offered to buy me this book for Christmas, so I decided that because my main problem with the story is that I really need to re-outline it, I might as well wait until I get this book so I can read it and re-outline it. And that's what I intended to do. I've started it already. I'm about yay through. I just got to the section where it's a bunch of different examples of types of stories, going through all the beats and everything. And the problem I'm having is that I can't stop thinking of monsters and imaginary friends. And that is bad. So today I'm just going to talk about basically why it's stuck in my head, what I'm thinking, and not really advice on what to do when there's a story stuck in your head but you need to work on another one. Mostly just like thinking out loud and telling you what I'm doing, and maybe there'll be nuggets of advice in here somewhere. I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. To start at the beginning, for anybody that doesn't know, Monsters and Imaginary Friends is the book that I would really love to finish by the end of the year. I finished draft 3 this past fall and I was letting it sit for a bit and working on my NaNoWriMo project. And as much as I want to work on my NaNoWriMo project and finish that first draft, I just can't get Monsters and Imaginary Friends out of my head. Usually when I get to this point, when there's one story that I should be working on or that I've decided to work on, but there's another one that's stuck in my head, I usually end up working on the story that's stuck in my head because the way I see it, it's stuck in my head for a reason. It's the story I'm more passionate about, and I'm going to be distracted while working on this story if I want to work on this story, so I might as well just work on this story and get back to this one. The problem is that I don't think I'm going to get back to this one if I work on Monsters and Imaginary Friends. I don't think I'm going to get back to Witch Mother anytime soon. And I like this story a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It just got completely derailed and it just wasn't well outlined, and there was just some more things that I should have thought of before I started writing it, but it's NaNoWriMo, you live and you learn. But the problem is that I'm early enough in the story that if I don't do it right now, I'm not going to get back to it anytime soon. So as much as I'm very stuck in the Monsters and Imaginary Friends mindset, it is the best choice for me right now to work on Witch Mother instead. And I really feel like once I start working on it, I'll get, all captivated by it again and all wrapped up in it and get really passionate about it again. It's just that right now, I'm feeling Monsters and Imaginary Friends. I'm going through this book and I was reading out all the beats, and I decided what I'm going to do is read the book like front to back once, just to make sure that I understand it all and that it's all in my head, and then go back to the starting and read/skim through it and actually do the exercises and re-outline my novel. So I'm not actively working on anything while I'm reading it, I'm just thinking about it, but my mind just keeps drifting to Monsters and Imaginary Friends. It'll mention some sort of beat and I'll be like, oh, that's clearly this one in Monsters and Imaginary Friends, or it'll talk about something else or a trap not to fall into and be like, ooh, that's something I should definitely improve in Monsters and Imaginary Friends. And I have to keep stopping myself. Be like, no, you're not working on that project right now. Stop. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm stuck with right now, is I just can't get that story out of my head, and I know that it's just not the right time to work on that story. So even though I love it and I really want to work on it, it's best for both stories, really, if I work on Witch Mother first. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I am still going to post an outlining vlog once I get there. Like I said, I'm only this far into it. I know it doesn't look like I'm that far into the story, but basically this is like introduction and giving you an overview. This is basically giving you step-by-step examples for the 10 different types of stories, and this is conclusion, and I think it's talking about pitching and stuff. So a lot of this I'm really mostly gonna not skim through, I'm just gonna read it quickly because it's not gonna apply to every single story, and I think that I'd like to reference this as I outline each new story and kind of slow down and read that type of story. So I think it doesn't look like I'm that far into it because I'm right here, but this part's going to be really quick, and then I just have this part. So I'm a lot further ahead than it looks like I am, if that makes sense. I think that once I finish reading this and then go back and then I'm actively thinking on Witch Mother and writing things down and doing that stuff, I'll be more in the mindset of that, and I'll be able to kind of just push Monsters and Imaginary Friends back into the little bubble for the next little bit. It also, though, just makes me feel, I don't know, good and excited that I'm this passionate about that project. I don't know, it feels good that I can love my story as much as I do, if that makes sense. Because there was definitely some times when I didn't love this story, and there were so many frustrating times in the writing journey that I think, even though it's not the right time to work on that story, I think it's exciting that I want to. I don't know what the point of today's video is. It's pretty much just me ranting and thinking out loud because I was just sitting here talking to myself anyways, and I figured might as well turn on the camera. So I guess my closing advice, words of wisdom, whatever, is that if there's a story that you're really passionate about, if it's the right time to work on that story, you should work on that story. But if the story is going to be better if you wait, I think that I just have to weigh the pros and cons, and for me, it makes most sense to not work on Monsters and Imaginary Friends right now. You know, the pros of working on it is that I'm excited about it, I am passionate about it, and I want to, and it's stuck in my head. The cons of working on it is that I think that I need a little bit more time so that I can make it the best story that it is. Like, I'm the kind of person that I firmly believe in taking a break in between drafts, and I think that I just need a little bit more time so that I can distance myself enough that going back in with fresh eyes will make the story better. The other con is that if I don't work on Witch Mother now, I don't think I'm going to get to it anytime soon. I'm going to lose momentum in that story. I think, not that I'm going to lose my passion for the story, but I'm going to lose a lot of that excitement. I'm going to forget all the things I love about it. And overall, it's not the best thing for Witch Mother, it's not the best thing for Monsters and Imaginary Friends. So even though I would like to work on it, the cons outweigh the pros, so I will wait and be patient and try my best. Hi, Ripley. Come on out. Ripley says hi. Hi, Ripley. I'm really curious how other people feel about stuff like this when you're stuck in the mindset of one story, but you want to work on another, or you need to work on another. How do you guys decide which one to work on? Because I usually end up working on this one, but this time I'm not doing that. So I'm really curious what other people think about this. I know this video was kind of all over the place and rambly and didn't really have much of a point to it. It was really just me thinking out loud. But subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the rest of my writing and my reading and my cats, because coming up probably next week, I'll be actually outlining and doing a proper writing vlog and stuff like that. So if you want to see that, subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, usually reading or writing related. So I hope to see you guys next time. And until then, have a great day. Bye.